Adding a new client, found across the dark blue navigation bar at the top of the web page once you're logged in. First, let's define what a client is. A client is an individual or company who has shown interest in what you're selling, even though you haven't sold them a thing yet. A client is also an individual or a company that you are courting through the sales pipeline, as well as to those who you have finally sold. Every time you start a new client, a docket number automatically generates and is assigned to that exact page. If your company has its own numbering sequence, well, you can apply your own by clicking in the docket text field. To help you identify the opportunity with that client, it asks you to add a project name even though the project hasn't yet come to fruition. This additional naming convention will give you just one more way to identify projects in your reports. Some people remember client names, some docket numbers, and others remember the names of projects or opportunities. The docket number assignment and project naming convention will become an even more valuable identifier when you have multiple projects with that same client. When beginning a new client page, you may not have all the information the page asks for at first, but as you gather that information during the courting stage, you can add it at any time. In fact, you will want to gather as much as possible so that your reports reflect accurate information. Let's add a new client. First, start by completing the left side of the page as best you can with the information that is available to you. You can even add additional addresses by pressing on the plus symbol. The client description area is an expandable box where you can type in the details of that client or company, what they do, what it is your company can help them with, and any other bits of information that will be valuable in closing the deal. On the right side of the screen is the area where you gather the information of the individual person you are speaking with, as well as add multiple individuals if it's pertinent to your relationship with that company. In the Add Contact area, you'll find two expandable boxes. One, interested in. This is an area where you'll want to capture additional information on the individuals themselves that they may have told you about during a conversation. They may have made mention about children, where they vacation, if they play golf, or any other detail that will make future conversations with that individual more personable. The second box is called Personality. This is a unique area where you can capture specific information regarding that individual's personality traits and communication style. For example, you may have noticed that they prefer phone calls over emails, or that they are quick to jump to conclusions or are scattered. These are just some of the clues on how to communicate in a meaningful and productive way with that individual. Just under the Add Client, you'll find a gray bar called Client Demographics with two choices, B2B and B2C, B2B meaning business to business and B2C meaning business to consumer. Click to choose the category you'd like to add this client to and begin to work down the list's drop-down menus. Filling in this area is crucial to providing you with actionable intelligence needed in your reports so that you can effectively plan your business activities and mark to the appropriate clients through the email contacts area that you'll learn about just a little later. The next part is your project information. This not only houses the sales pipeline, cash flow, project management, and product and service categories buttons, but it also allows you to fill in the information that you've gathered so far. You'll notice that the contact date, which is the first box in the sales pipeline section, has been automatically date stamped for you with the very date that you're adding in this new client. You may, however, click the calendar icon in the box to select another date, just in case you didn't have a chance to fill in the Add New Client form the same day you actually met them. As this is a new lead, it's safe to assume that you don't have much more information at this point. So the next step is to press Save. There is a Save button at the top of the page and the bottom of the page for your convenience, if you're wondering. And once saved, this new client is added to your official clients page, and this button can be found on the top blue navigation bar.